Welcome to Digital Academy. In this lesson I will start framing this polygon cube by pressing F on keyboard. Then I will scale it from the side, then head into bullet shelf menu and creating a new cylinder. Then I using scaling tool by pressing R on keyboard and move it to the side. Let's say I will select moving tool, move it to this point. Then I will return it again to overlap with the polygon cube. Then you have two objects inside of the scene. The first one is the polygon cube, then the cylinder. Then head in shift on keyboard or right mouse button to navigate to the tools. Then I will start to choose the first option, which is the union. If you see on the right side, you can see the union menu. This menu allows you to frame any object you are selecting under boolean tool. In boolean tool, you can frame the object to see what is inside, the overlapping between the two shapes together. It's crossing line, the edges crossing from the polygon cube towards the cylinder, which is the same effect that you combine them. I hit Ctrl Z to move back, to step backward. Then I will press Shift again and head into a new tool. Let's say I will choose combine and separate. For this one I will hit combine. If you hit combine, you see the two objects become one unit. It's the same effect under boolean and union. And if you want to separate them, just hit separate from the tools menu. If you want to get to the tools menu, just hold and shift with right mouse click, holding them together and move to the combine and separate. For this one I will choose a new one and delete by type history. For this one I have subtracted the cylinder from the polygon cube. That I headed to boolean menu and started to choose the second option, which is the difference A minus B. Let's start different one. This one is A minus B, this one is B minus A. It allows you to subtract the first object you've selected from the second one you've selected, then hit into delete by type history to save the subtraction that you have added. I navigate around by pressing Alt on keyboard with left mouse click. You can move step back to return what's the backward step by Ctrl and Z. Let's try different one. This one is the subtracted part. It will only leave the cross section that intersect between the two components. Then you can save it by delete by type history. Then you save the boolean effect that you've added. If you want to get back, just press Ctrl and Z on keyboard to get back to the last step you've added. When I get back to the last step, I will try a different option. I will select them together and press Shift again on the keyboard. Let's say I will make a copy of the inside object. You can see the effect of boolean affects the inside of the object, so you need to move them away to the side to see what is inside. I will try different one and try to separate them to see the inside of each object you've created. You can see it's like a whole object inside. It's removed the cross section between the two objects you've selected. Then heading to boolean, I will try to slice this one. Slice allow you to divide according to the subdivision. Let's say I want to divide a subdivision, a lines, subdivide it to edges and faces. Then you subdivide it according to the overlapped shape. I make a subdivision inside this polygon cube using the boolean cylinder. If you head into the subdivision menu, you will find it divided according to the type of the shape. It's like normal lines, but if you want like drawing a cylinder, a subdivision of cylinder, then you will slice from the boolean menu. You can see the effect of slice. It's like grabbing and subtraction the cylinder according to the lines that hold it. It divided according to the lines of the cylinder. Then you can select each face and delete this one to see the inside of the boolean effect that you've added. When you hit slice on boolean menu, you can see the inside object you've added. It still remained inside of the object that you've subtracted. Let's create another polygon cube and another boolean cylinder. Let's move them away And let's try different one. Let's say I will select the polygon cube first and head into boolean menu and hit hole bench. Hole bench, it's like make a hole inside of the object according to the arrangement of selection. You can navigate around and try different options under boolean menu to see the different effect, but the most one that you will always use is the difference between a minus b and b minus a according to the arrangement of selection. If you select the bullet cylinder first, it represents the shape number a, and if you select the polygon cube first, it will represent the shape a. It's according to the first shape you've selected from the scene. For this one, I will create a new bullet cylinder and new bullet cube. Let's say I have selected the bullet cylinder and make some arrangement. Let's select the polygon cube first and then the cylinder, head into boolean menu and let's try different option. Let's say I will use cutout. Cutout, it like make the intersection between the components. The intersection that didn't match with the component union. If you choose union, it's combine the connected parts, and if you use this option, it only leave the parts that didn't match, that didn't intersect with each other. Let's create a new bullet cylinder. Let's create a new bullet cube, move them together to be overlapped, and let's select the cube first, then select the cylinder to make the arrangement. Head into boolean menu. I will then split edges. If you make the option of split edges and delete by type history to save it from the tools on the shelf menu, then you can see it's like you divided from the last menu that you divided like subdivisions. You make subdivision so you can select each face, each edge, each cube, each part that you have divided. And let's say I'll move it to the side. Let's say I want delete some parts. You can see the inside of the object is the part of the cylinder that didn't intersect. It just remains inside of the polygon cube. And if you deleted the cube, you will find it at the center. You will find it at the core inside of the polygon cube. Let's say I will create a new cube and also a new poly cylinder. Let's move it and scale it and apply some modification. This is the use of this tool. You will create the first shape and apply some modification on the shape, increasing by scaling tool, moving the sides. Let's say I will move it to this point. I make a subtraction according to a shape. It's like making a smooth and like a smoothing slice. Let's say I want to subdivide it by booleans. Let's head to boolean menu and select difference and head into delete by type history to save it. You can see the effect of creating this shape. It's like the modeling by using intersection. That's all for this lesson. I will see you in the next one.